Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Word back again with another video. And once again, you know what we're doing. I love hitting Legend League, and we're going to be using my favorite Fireball army. The army link will be in the description. We've got the minion prints in here, which is kind of the biggest difference from most Fireball armies, but it is incredible. We've obviously got the Fireball, but I'm using the Sneezy instead of the Jelly because it's just more safe with all these Hook Tower bases around. And we got the Queen equipment that most people use. I do need to level it up a bit, but it's still plenty fine. And that's what I got on my King. And you see the army right here. Yeti's in the clan castle. It is all linked in the description. And if you guys are interested, Saturn is the clan that I'm now a part of. We're offering a subscription for bases and coaching, and I'm one of the coaches in there. So if you're interested, the link's down in the description. Make sure you join the Discord. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. All right. Oh, I actually was just practicing on this base, to be honest. And it was a little close, but I did find a way to 3-star it. Oh, however, this one's a little different because these are ground and air expos. So I'm going to set up a flinger that I'm not really sure how far it'll get into the scatter shots and whatnot, but it will get both of the cannon and archer tower, which is huge value to me. So I want to get a hog red in here just to check for skeleton traps. Okay, none get pulled, which is really nice to see. And I'm going to let that cook. But what I found was going opposite the hook tower side right here, so from the left, and just getting the fireball onto the monolith was good enough. It kind of just allowed me to get the hook tower, the fire spitter facing me, and the clan castle. But the hook tower and clan castle and monoliths was good enough because the hook tower otherwise can be a big pain, and I don't want to risk it with the hook tower. Sometimes it's absolutely devastating, so we're going to kind of go along right here. I'm going to snipe out these couple buildings to help with the amount of invis spells I'm going to need for the fireball. But it doesn't look like my warden's going towards this multi-archer tower, which is a little bit of a problem because that is the direction I need him to go. But no, I'm just kind of looking again. I'm going to have to snipe it out, I guess. Probably one more balloon, I think, is what it takes. Yep. Hopefully the depth damage is enough. Okay, good. And right about here, okay, when I take down this expo is when I'm going to launch my fireball. So I've got the... Okay, I think I'm set up well right here. There's 1, 2, 3. Just a triple fireball. Nice. Got the fire spitter as well, hopefully. Got the invis ready in case the queen targeted me. But she didn't, which is nice. And right here, I'm going to get a nice skeleton spell because there's 2 heroes, 2 ricochet cannons in the gear tower. That's just absolutely prime skeleton spell value right there. And I've got a rage and invis kind of to help out my warden right here. That furnace is once again to kind of set up my Sui funnel, as I've mentioned a couple times. So I'm going to get a headhunter in right here. I'm actually going to poison since I took down the clan castle. Kind of forgot about that. Incoming with the heroes. That fireball did take a little longer to set up than most of them do. But right here, yeah, I'm going to be popping the 4 balloons just to pull my warden outside because I don't really want any chance of him getting pulled in. So I don't want him to get pulled by the heroes, so I'm just going to make sure he stays way wide. I have one more invis for him right here, which isn't a lot, but as long as the Gigabomb, okay, as long as he got healed up before the Gigabomb went off is what I was trying to say, I'll be fine. But if they hit me kind of at the same time as I was weak, I might have been in trouble. But yeah, right here, we're going to be kind of working in, letting my heroes do a bit of work for a bit. I'm actually going to rage up and keep my warden alive right here because he does need to kind of push me through this section well. King ability I'm going to use to open up this top compartment in just a second. I think right about now it will. Nice, that's awesome. And then, yeah, Jelly Warden or Minion Prince come into that final compartment, and we've crushed this base. It was a little closer in the friendly challenge than it was in this one because, yeah, as you can see right here, 3 Eddies actually help a lot. I really like them in the clan castle, but we've absolutely slammed it. And sometimes it's worth keeping something just to check around for corners, buildings, but I already looked, so I'll just kind of talk about that more, but we'll keep it rolling. Okay. Oh, classic double invis base. And we got sound back on this one, don't even worry. But this bottom side does have a king protecting it, but I'm still going to get 2 merge defenses, that cannon and archer tower, which is pretty good value. So yeah, I think I'll set up a flame flinger there. And looking into the fireball, maybe I could hit the scatter shot. That would get me some really nice value. I just got to be a little careful of the... Sorry, 1 second. It's hard to focus on everything at once. I got to be a little bit careful of the single inferno. So yeah, because I'm using the flame flinger though, I'm going to save the furnace to try to use with my Sui. We talked about this yesterday, where, the siege barracks funnels for my heroes, but if I'm going to be using the flame flinger, then I need something to funnel for my heroes, so that's where I'll be using the furnace. So yep, incoming right here with the flame flinger. Got an archer just to help take that down. Don't have a ton of cleanup, to be honest, but these wizards do really help, so they're going to kind of have to carry. Alright, incoming, we've got the skeleton spell. And I'm fine to use, I think, a freeze on this. I didn't really want my Warden to go up that high, though. That's a little unfortunate. But I think what I'm going to do is Rage, because if he can get this cannon faster, he'll turn in for the single and get it down before all these skeletons kind of get wasted. And looks like they did, but we're still okay because the Sneezy tanked just long enough. He takes 3 shots under Rage, if you're not sure. And right here, I'm actually going to take that down. Never mind, actually. Yeah, I won't. Okay. I'll go right here. Just a 4 invis, hit that scatter shot. Really nice right there, hitting the other scatter shot in the core. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful fireball, to be honest with you. And this is setting me up for a very nice minion prince. If you see right here, there's an air defense, but that crusher mortar won't do anything. So that'd be very nice for my minion prince to get through. So I've already eyed that up. And right about now, I can kind of go in with my heroes. So I'm going to start kind of this funnel. Okay, making sure my Warden's okay. He's still doing well enough. And then, yep, I'm going to be coming in right here. Ice Golem, King, Queen. Keeping an eye on my Warden because all I got is a freeze for him. And yeah, we're going to be slowly working our way in right here. Like I said, good spot for the minion prince to enter right here. Plus, oh, I forgot my Queen looks like, but plus kind of helps the Sui as well to continue pushing. So very good value right there. Okay, minion prince, oh, has just hit every single trap on the board. So I'm going to pop his ability so that the black mines don't do as much damage to him. I'll rage him up right here because he's going to be fighting every kind of hero. Or here, yeah, enemy hero. And I do have a poison for that since I didn't use it on the clan castle or anything. Might as well. We got one headhunter and the poison spell. There's the poison spell. Really good work. I made the heroes kind of line up on top of each other so that the poison was going to be able to hit everything. So yeah, that's just amazing right there. And Warden's going to pick everything off. King's rolling around. His ability's probably going to pop right here. And he's not even going to really get me into the monolith with his spiky ball. So lovely wall break right there, Will. And yeah, we've crushed this one. There's the queen ability just to finish up on the monolith. Minion Prince didn't do too well in this attack, to be honest. I definitely could have used him a little bit better, but we'll pop the freeze just to make sure we get this quick enough. But absolutely crushed, and let's keep it going. Okay, here we... Oh, interesting double invis base. The only thing I think I got to be careful of is the hook tower. This base should not be a problem for me. So yeah, let's see what we can do against that hook tower. I think I'm going to let my king get pulled into there. That's always very nice value because... yeah, fireball onto like this builder hut would be unreal. And I think I could, I'm just trying to look at an approach to get there. So I think I've definitely got one right here. I'm just going to be using the siege barracks. But yeah, Warden just kind of needs to take down both of these archer towers. And then I'm going to snipe down this mortar just to be safe rather than sorry. And snipe down this wizard tower. Since there's no spots for Teslas, I'm not really worried about pulling them. And yeah, right here I'm just going to pop the ice block just to not trigger the invis tower. And keep the builder hut so I can actually target it. There it goes. The only reason I hit the builder hut was because I wanted to make sure I could get the fire spitter right there. I missed the multi with my quake somehow, which is, you know, a big mistake, but it's alright. I actually kind of wanted my Warden to go up to the top side, which doesn't look like it's going to be happening right here. So I don't think I can kind of pull him away from this. It's going to be pretty tough to do so. So, he's going to one-shot the multi, and yeah, he's going to wrap around the bottom. So I think that just means I'm going to drop my heroes with him. Because, yeah, there's not really a way for me to keep him outside the base. So what I'm going to do is just make sure right here I get some nice value trying to pull the clan castle troops. King I really want to get targeted, but the hook tower, I shouldn't have put the skeleton spell because I wanted to use the skeleton spell to help me out on the single, but then it made the hook tower just continue to target it, and it never really got, you know, to target my king. But there it did. Good poison spell down. I do got to be just a little bit careful, as I mentioned, about that single inferno that could hit my Warden, so I'm going to do that right there. I kind of just let the king do his thing right there. Warden comes in. I'm going to freeze the mono and the heroes right there because my Warden is taking some big damage and not doing too hot. On this base, the minion prince is going to come in huge because he's going to trigger the other invis tower, and we're not looking very good on this one, to be honest. My Warden just went down. I didn't like this approach, to be honest. But yeah, we're working. I got a bunch of rage spells, so I might as well use them right here on the minion prince. And I got a bunch of wall breakers. There's really not a whole lot left of the base, but yeah, we're not looking amazing through it. So minion prince right here is taking down everything since there's no really air targeting left, which is nice always. But yeah, I'm not really liking how my queen is getting no support right here, so she's gonna have to do some pretty big work on this one. The wall break should open the corner nice beautifully for her. There's her ability coming down. The Giant's tanking right here. I'm going to rage her up because she does kind of got to take out the entire rest of this base for me. I think she can reach the town hall based on the tiles, but I'm not really certain. Yep, she can. So that's actually huge right here. And I think she should be able to wrap around, but we'll kind of see what happens right here. It was a very bad approach, to be honest. I didn't want my heroes to go in with the warden because then he kind of just walked off and did absolutely nothing, but I didn't really feel like I had a choice kind of after my warden going to the right there. So I think what I should have done differently, or definitely done differently, not what I think, is as soon as I landed my fireball right there, I should have pulled my warden up to that air defense instead of letting him kind of walk off to this side. But nonetheless, we still recover for the 3-star, which is very nice, and we'll keep it going. All right. Okay, a lovely Invis Rage Core. Honestly, if you're using these bases still, I would say to stop. You know, you can use it on the first and second day, but there's not really a point kind of afterwards. And even today, I was using one and it kind of got cooked. So it's going to be time for me to stop after this. And on this one, I'm going to be running the Siege Barracks. So you know the drill. Siege Barracks means I can use the Furnace right here since the Siege Barracks will funnel my heroes. And yeah, to be honest on this one, I like to come in from the flank because it sets up really nice invis pathing on the corners to fire into that scatter shot because that's my target right here. So that's the way I really like to approach these. Going to funnel out the Wizard Tower and this Archer Tower. Okay, not yet. Oh man, there's a lot of Tesla actually right there. I don't like that. But yeah, that's just going to kind of try. I'm going to rage up right here onto my Warden because he's going to go into the Ricochet Cannon and Expo, which together is a decent amount of damage. Just one Wizard on this corner. He's going to go up to the Collector and Spell Factory. Okay, nice. I was hoping he'd turn back. Didn't know how fast he would. I'm just going to try and take down this Tesla, though. Nice. Because at this point, this Tesla is the only one that I'm a little worried about. That wasn't too worried, but just a little bit. And then right here, yep, going to pop this. Oh, I missed the air defense, so I had to hit that one right there. And we still land our Fireball, which means we should be fine. We wasted a lot of spells right there and a lot of balloons. So that's never ideal, but, you know, we did mess up a little bit right there and leave some things visible. So we had to kind of recover and place a couple more right there. So a little unfortunate, of course, but it is what it is. There's the Ice Golem King Queen together, and then I can kind of take my eyes off them. That's kind of the purpose of placing them so fast, is now I can continue to watch my Warden. And we're moving in right here. I'm going to drop a Hog just to help out, really. I don't really like going into this Monolith, but I think my Warden should be fine. I mean, we're not really getting the Fire Spitter down very quickly, though, so I just want to make sure that my Warden does not die, though. But so far I haven't felt too confident in that. But here we go. He's staying alive, so that's fine. We're not going for the Fire Spitter, so I'm going to get a Baby Dragon in there just because I don't want it to kind of rain terror onto me. I'm going to wall break right here, and I'm going to need another Rage entering into the Queen right here. So nice, I got the wall break onto the Town Hall, which is massive right there. But yeah, what we're going to do is need the Rage kind of on the Queen. So what I'm going to do right here is kind of use a Baby Dragon or two to stall up all these defenses. I'm actually going to freeze the Queen and Expo. Okay, I missed the Expo, but that's more than fine. And yeah, we're looking really nicely right here. Gonna actually kind of help out on this air defense because it's kind of the last air targeting defense. If you didn't see, there's the Ricochet Cannon on this back end. So Minion Prince will run through everything, and we've got ourselves once again another 3-star swagging the Minion Prince ability. And yeah, I kind of had to spend a lot of invis on the setup right there, but absolutely crushed and got the ward in the direction I wanted. So let's keep it rolling. Okay, next base, and we've got an Invis core. This guy has not activated the crafting station. Come on, man. It's been forever. But anyway, we've got ourselves... Okay, you can just... This is why I tap on the expos. You see how they're all over there? It lets me know the bottom of this base is pretty available. I still don't really see much value, though, because of, you know, all these defenses really close to the edge, so that's fine. But that's why you tap on it right there. And on this one, I might be looking for a Fireball like the Air Sweeper. I think that'll be my target, so I'll come in from this left side. I know the Minion Prince is right here, but, you know, it's a little bit easier to deal with in my opinion. And since I'll be, then the Archer Queen on the other side, but since I'll be going in with the Siege Barracks, you know the drill, I'll be running the Furnace with my Warden right here. And yeah, we're going to be walking down, kind of sniping off some of these outside defenses that are cheap. It's 2 rocket wounds to take it down, and I actually got both because there was nothing else nearby. But right here, I might be needing just a little bit of support kind of into all of this. Yeah, as I want to hit the Fire Spitter, I don't want to get too much value before I even set up my Fireball, because otherwise there's no point fireballing if I'm just going to ward and charge it all. But Headhunter helping out just enough, I think, right here to where I can feel comfortable. Yep, letting my Warden kind of cruise through this. And yeah, we'll kind of see where he goes right here. Okay, after he takes down this, I'm very confident he'll hit the Sweeper. And okay, I invis the Sweeper. Let's see where that Fireball goes. That was my bad for just invising it right there, but you know what, it's alright. Just sending a couple rocket balloons to tank the multi-archer tower, and I'll let my warden actually go in for the clan castle. I don't always, but, you know, with a little bit of an under-level base, I doubt he's running furnace, and even if he does, I'll be fine because I do have... okay, super minis are actually sometimes even more scary, so I just got to be a little bit tight right here, hit that poison just fast enough, which is nice. Get the skeleton spell down onto the monolith, although it definitely was early because since there's ice golems, my warden's going to be stuck here for a bit, so that was a little bit on me for dropping that so fast. You know, I should have mentioned that he won't really be getting through this very quickly. I'll pop the quake though to get the builder huts mostly to stop them from healing stuff up, so that doesn't take me too long. Another wall break right here for the yetis, and I'm going to have to invis for my warden. I'll rage him up to get through the monolith compartment, and then there's the multi-gear tower, which I'll be fine with through the rage, but I don't know if I'm going to still have the rage by then. I hope my warden goes down. Nice. So now I will. And a couple of these, but honestly the rage needs to be on the healers, not really caring about if it's on the warden. Obviously that'd make him do more damage, but that's not really a necessity. So yeah, right here we get my queen going inside. I'm going to start the minion prince to kind of work onto the flank and into the multi-archer tower and air defense sections. So the queen's about to go into ability right here and hopefully get down the entire core. Yep, she should. So minion prince, I don't want to use necessarily alongside the warden that it pulls him, but just kind of like that. And I'm checking for anything in the corner. Don't got anything, so we've crushed this base and swagged the minion prince ability once again. And yeah, just kind of cruising through these bases early season, but hopefully for the entirety of the season. And let's keep it. All right, popping into another, and we've got the Dima base. This base is the double invis. Should be really good for fireball naturally, but to me it's more important. There's some nice value up top, but it's more important to get this hook tower out of the way. So I'm going to be trying to fireball the fire spitter, I think, because that will get me the entire compartment minus the opposite multi, but it will get me the clan castle and hook tower and kind of all that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I might have put my sneezy too close. Yep, I did that. So I'm going to try and rush this air defense and keep my sneezy alive. I do that a couple times, and I don't know why I do that. I should have just dropped my warden far enough away, but maybe I like where the that placement was instead of going too far to the south. So I don't know, but try not to get your sneezy killed super early into an attack. That's kind of important. Okay, nice work right there. Oh, no way the booger's going to pull the clan castle. Oh, that's awesome. A furnace comes out. That's just awful. Come on, I can't believe that right there. So warden actually targeted right away the headhunters, so that's nice. And looks like he's going to be okay through this ricochet cannon. There's nothing else doing damage, so the ricochet cannon usually doesn't make me need, you know, any more spells, so we should be fine. I saw the sweep right there. You got to be careful that, you know, you don't miss that and not invis it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, because I want to hit the fire spitter right there. We absolutely crush it. Did I miss the clan castle? Okay, I thought I missed it with the quakes. I kind of forgot about it when I was dropping my quakes low key that I wanted to fireball it. Okay, on this one where I'm going to just get this down pretty quickly. My warden looks like he's going to be going towards the town hall section. I don't really think I could have pulled him away. I'm going to be using the minion prince on this same side because I'm going to need the minion prince ability to trigger that invis section. And look at that, just beautiful, beautiful ability right there. And right here I'm going to pop the skeleton spell. I'm going to rage up my minion prince in a second right here. Oh, no way, I'm getting pulled out by Tesla. I'm going to try and pull him back in because, yeah, my minion prince is going to do some big work. And honestly, I'm kind of letting my Sui go at the bottom right here because there's not a whole lot of damage for it to get through. I need to make sure I kind of get this whole core and town hall especially. Okay, nice, we got the town hall. Not sure how far my warden's going to make it, but to be honest, it looks like I might be able to get that entire compartment down. But I'll get some reinforcements in a second right here by the rest of my army. So warden got the invis tower down, which is kind of the only important thing. It won't re-trigger on me, and I can just rage him up through the rest. So no trouble through this base. We got our queen ability still intact. The minion prince helping to trigger the other invis tower is huge. And there we go with the rage, just to make sure I'm positive of getting this 3-star. Popping the queen ability, just to make sure we go through the minion prince. And yeah, we got ourselves a nice triple and continue moving on to the next one. Okay, another invis rage core base, and yep, this is the classic one. And as I mentioned, I wouldn't recommend running this because by now everybody knows how to beat it. I'm going to be coming in the exact same approach, coming in with my warden on the flank. Nice. Okay, if this Sneezy got targeted there, I kind of would have, you know, been a little more careful and tried to take out an air defense early, but this might be the exact same one with all the Tesla down here. Yep, it's literally the exact same base, but since his Tesla haven't been leveled up, these are the old level Teslas, which if you didn't know, you can use one rocket balloon to take out each, so I'm just going to spend them because that's a really good, well-used rocket balloon. I'm actually hoping, nice, the death damage of this one was going to hit the Archer Tower, which is kind of awesome. Just taking down these Tesla because, yeah, like I mentioned, oh wow, look at that one, taking down the air defense and Tesla. It's just a really good use of a single rocket balloon. And I'm going to use the wizard right here because that's going to get some really nice value. I don't think I'll need any more support. It's an under-leveled minion prince, but against even a max level minion prince, you don't need anything more than just what I did right there, just raging him up. So I'm going to pop the ice block right here. There's an invis, an invis. Okay, popping the warden ability on the core. I think I missed the clan castle. So last attack I almost did, this one I do. Got to kind of lock in on that and pay a little bit more attention to that because, yeah, that can't really be happening. I fireballed it for a reason to get it down. Now I'm going to have to fight the troops. So it's just a little bit annoying. But, yeah, warden's doing all right, though, which is a good thing. I'll pop a furnace right here to help him out. Just kind of continue on this flank. And, yep, now I can get in with my troops. A very nice ability right there. Sorry, skeleton spell. Sometimes it is a little hard for me to talk. Not usually, but sometimes, you know. I've been working on kind of speaking while hitting, but, you know, sometimes you do get a little bit losing track of yourself because it is a little bit tight of a situation and you're focusing and it's hard to speak. But, yeah, I'm working on it. I think some ice golems should be coming out when my warden continues to step up because they haven't yet. And that tells me that, you know, clearly nothing left is air targeting if the booger hasn't pulled it. So it's got to be ice golems, right? But we'll see. We've absolutely slammed this base. It looks like I can't see. Yep, there comes the ice golems. I can't see anyway that we fail on this one right here. The warden's cooking, and the heroes are absolutely eating. So there's just nothing left on this base. The Yetis are yeah, cruising through the back end. And I might not need the minion prince. I'll probably invis right here because, yeah, look, my heroes get frozen up. So if I wasn't paying attention right there, I would have lost my warden. Not that I need it, but right here I'm just going to show the power of the minion prince because once he targets the air defense, I've got the angle lined up that I want. And look at that. Boom. You got to plan the angles, obviously, but not too hard at all to use. And you crush bases. I got a couple balloons, so I'm looking around, seeing if there's anything in the corners, and there's not. And, yep, GG, 3-star, swagging, spell space, and balloons, and let's keep it rolling. All right. Y'all know what time it is. You know, what's there to be happy about? Is the job done? No, it's not. And no way, I'm actually hitting a guy named Sons of Saturn, and I'm in the Saturn clan. So that's actually kind of iconic with a maxed hook tower, which can be scary. So, yeah, you know what time it is. We got to buckle our belts in and get this final triple of the day to finish out the 320. So, looking at this one, the scatter shot actually is a massive fireball. It won't get the clan castle, but it gets some huge value otherwise, and it's pretty easy to hit. So I think that's what I'm going to go for because, yeah, I can't really risk getting the clan castle because I'd lose. It'd either be a really long charge or get a little too close and risk getting hooked in, and I cannot get hooked on this attack. There's just kind of no grace for getting hooked. Did I pull in any Teslas? I did, okay. Just paying attention to that right there. So there's going to be a couple more Tesla I have to fight right here. I'm going to use a wizard to kind of help set this up. Get my warden pushed down to the bottom. And, okay, he already went to the top, so that wizard was kind of wasted, but it's all right. And let's see where the hook tower is targeting. Okay, it hasn't targeted the booger at the Tesla, so I could probably walk up to this wall fairly safely. And yeah, as I mentioned, I want to hit this scatter shot, so I'm just about in a safe spot for that. Popping the ice block right here. I kind of want to take that down. Oh man, the Tesla didn't go down. That's super annoying. I had to spend so many invis right there. But regardless, we got ourselves that very nice fireball. And yes, I had to spend just one. When I hit that builder hut alone, I should have hit the Tesla, but I was kind of just banking on it going down. There was no reason to need to bank on it. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. You learn from that. I won't do that next time. I'll just invis it anyway, even though my rocket balloon was on top of it. He should go to the right there. Okay, he didn't. Actually, I'm going to pull him right because I do want him to go. Okay, he didn't follow. I don't know what I did there, but I kind of wanted him to go into this because I could have dropped one skeleton spell and you know, got a couple headhunters in there and it would have worked really well. But it's alright. I think this headhunter might have been the second late, but I got my freeze ready. Okay, headhunter makes it and we're fine, so that's good. Gonna get down the, right there, the skeleton spell. And out comes these super minions, so you do gotta be a little careful because they can do big damage. I'm gonna pop both of my headhunters right there because probably I'm not gonna be able to line them up onto the, into the middle of the base, that royal champion or anything, so they'll probably get swagged if I don't use them, and I kind of want my queen to go get that. Don't know if she will, so I'm going to get a couple rocket balloons in there, and we'll kind of see how this one's looking, but I think it's looking amazing. Going to get a hog, a couple rocket balloons into the monolith, and yeah, looks like we're going to get it down very easily. Look at that king ability just kind of crushing. So Warden's still doing amazing right here, just one thing at a time to tank up that multi-archer tower is huge. I'm going to rage right here as my queen goes to ability because she's going to absolutely slam that entire compartment. And yeah, this base is looking like it just got absolutely crushed because it did. And the minion prince is working right here. I actually dropped him on the mortar on purpose to get it down quickly so I could get into this air defense because the air defense is the biggest threat to the minion prince right there. I'll get a nice ability off onto this ricochet cannon. Should freeze the town hall. And look at that. Absolutely everything on the back end of the base is frozen. So that's amazing right there. And we're going to get a wall break right there. I'm not even going to need this rage spell. Not even going to need this freeze spell. And we've absolutely slammed this base for the 320, which is amazing. Locking in on the final attack always feels nice that you don't sell. No time fails with this army. And yeah, another 320. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this army. It's incredibly strong. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.